not I better to thee than 10 sons?
Yeah, the priest asked her, why are you weeping? And women these days are like, I'm weeping because my husband is sleeping with more than one wife. But she's weeping because she can't have children. So listen to what she's going to say.
So Hannah rose up after they had eaten in Shiloh and after they had drunk. Now Eli the priest sat upon a seat by a post of the temple of the Lord, and she was in bitterness of soul and prayed unto the Lord, wept sore, and she vowed a vow and said, O Yahweh of hosts, if thou art beholding me, look on the affliction of thy handmaid, and remember me, and not forget thy handmaid, but will give unto thy handmaid a man child, then I will give him unto the Lord all the days of his life, and there shall no razor come upon his head.
Now she said, look on the affliction of thy handmaid, and bear me a child, bear me a son. Not divorce me from my husband. Bear me a son, so she could feel wholesome, and she could be complete, and she could be a woman, and she could have glory and honor. It wasn't. She didn't want to divorce her husband. That was one of the. Yeah, like
she can't even do that.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna go into some accounts where the men of the Lord, or men in Israel, had more than one wife. You know, Jacob had 4 wives. David had many wives and concubines. Solomon had 700 wives, 300 concubines. Lamech had 2 wives. Elkanah, like we just talked about, had 2 wives. And the list goes on and on. You know, and us being in the society and only restricting ourselves to one woman is a form of population control. Because the same thing they did in Egypt, they wanted to kill the firstborn because we fruitful and multiply. That's a form of population control when a man is only allowed to have one wife. You know what I mean? And we destroyed here.
And also, you know, another thing, of course, amongst our heritage as Israelites, is also having secondary wives or concubines. That's another thing that's lawful, permissible for us as Hebrew Israelites and such. You know, and you know, this is spirit too, because this one Benjamin, he was like, show me in the Bible about having more than one wife that is lawful. And I said, yeah. I showed him different accounts and stuff. Which really he don't want to accept it, but I said it's just not expedient on this side right now. You know what I mean? So I got Deuteronomy Chapter 21. All right, and this is verse. I'll start at verse actually. This is gonna be verse 10. It says, "When thou goest forth to war against thine enemies, and Yahweh thy God has delivered them into thine hands, and thou hast taken them captive, and seest among the captive a beautiful woman, and has desire unto her, and thou wouldest have her to wife or to thy wife, then thou shalt bring her home to thine house, and she shall shave her head and pare her nails, and she shall put the raiment of her captivity, or remnant of her captivity, off her, and shall remain in thine house, and bewail her father and her mother a full month." You know, whole moon cycle. All right. And after that, thou shalt go in unto her, which would be to have sex. All right, and be her husband, and she shall be thy wife. All right. And it says, "In it shall be," and I'm getting to the point in verse 15, "if thou have no delight in her, then thou shalt let her go, whether she will, but thou shalt not sell her at all for money. Thou shalt not make merchandise of her, because thou hast humbled her," due to active sex. "If a man have 2 wives, one beloved and one hated, and they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn son be hers that was hated, then it shall be, when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son that is hated, which is indeed the firstborn." So, you know, as the scripture is telling you, you have with having multiple wives, all right, and how we would deal in certain courses like we have this one. You may have more favor for one woman over the other, all right. So of course it would be lawful for us to have more than one wife and such, all right. Just because like literally they want to hear thou shalt, like it says, like, all right, you can have one more wife. Like they want to see it just plain like that. And it's like, dude, like Jake, you can't even understand the basics within the heritage of the Israelites, which are from the East. Most of these Jake out here are what? Influenced by what? Western culture. You know, which is what? Being monogamous. Which men weren't designed to be monogamous. Them having so much Sarai or seed and all within them, you know, and us being fruitful and multiplying, we're supposed to have more than one wife. How is in Isaiah 60 they tell you that a little one shall bring forth brother gonna get 1,000. How he gonna do that with having one woman?
Yeah, kind of like, yeah, even with the example the brother brought out, that particular woman's womb was shut up. Like, let's say you marry a woman and she can't have children, so that means you can't further your line.
Right, yeah. My name not gonna continue on if she's barren. You have it where even the woman, right, would give the handmaids. Abraham, what? Hagar, all right? He even had Keturah, all right? You had Leah, you know, going to Jacob, you know, which was that was one of Jacob's wife, you know, who he worked extra 7 years for, but yeah, you know. So hey, are you saying these men are forefathers of wicked? Come on, yeah, go ahead.
And to the point he spoke about when you in war and you see a woman and you want to. This is a version of the Babylon, where they ask for the elbows. You know, back to Kevin Samuels, he wasn't a man of the Lord. He was a man of his word. You know, in the height of his fame, the Lord snatched him. The Lord clipped his wings. You know why? Because he didn't.
Turn to the Lord and put not off from day to day.
Yeah, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Do not hesitate to turn to the Lord, especially in the times we're living in right now. These dangerous times right now. People walking, you out here just walking to and fro, worrying about sneaks and worrying about clothes and worrying about sleeping with multiple women and just being a reprobate. You 9 times out of 10, you miss them.
It says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
And suddenly the wrath of the Lord came forth in justice. And now he a mean. And all those women that we're speaking about, that hated him because he corrected them in this world, they rejoice in that. But if he was a man of the Lord and he condemned this world, we got protection. We've been sent out here to condemn the world. Continue on.
It says, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Oh, that's it.
I got something.
I just
Yeah. Gone. This Proverbs 29:23. A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. So, you know, Kevin Samuels, you know, he was, his pride was like up here, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, pride goes before destruction.
I'm gonna read it again. It said,
What you want me to read? Oh, man, so Salaki.
yeah, go ahead and get Proverbs 29 and 23.
Proverbs 29, 23.
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 23. All right, it reads, it says, a man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit.
Yeah, man. So man's pride is gonna bring them low. That's why you see a lot of these niggas out here. They live this proud life, this proud lifestyle. Like Kevin Samuels, for example. He lived this proud, high lifestyle, and allowed him to him. The Lord put him to death.
Yep.
So, and then you can read the second part.
Yeah, say something on that. Yeah, because he was mainly like his clients were the upper echelon in society. He paid respects to like blue collar brothers every now and again, but his main thing was just get you $100,000. He's the top. He basically was redoing everything. His teaching was to get to a point where you could like install politicians and governors in office. He would vote with control the system and all that. That ain't never gonna happen. When he was here, he broke his peace for 2 years. However long he grew up with us, and then the Lord took my life.
Yeah, and plus it says in the scriptures how basically paraphrasing, like the Lord is not dealing with the highly esteemed. He's not dealing with the high up. People dealing with the lowly. You know what I'm saying? So this dude, Kevin Samuels. Yeah, so Kevin Samuels, man, this was a highly esteemed dude in the world. Of course he had a lot of women who hated him, but he had this status about himself that was like worldly. It's not really spiritual. It's not even spiritual at all, really. Because whenever this dude went into like spiritual topics, he would fall short. He would break down scriptures wrong. So hey, man, it was good for him to stay in his place with just talking about women.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians 1, just straight to the point. Verse 26. It says, for ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 26. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty.
Yeah, so it says, like I said, you see your calling. So, a lot of us brothers, we didn't come in, with this high, we came out as lowly, brothers, we caught hell, even like before we came to this shoot. So it says, continue.
Yep. It says, not many noble are called.
Yeah, so not many noble are called. So, the Lord, he doesn't call, niggas like LeBron James, to come to the shoot. Just like celebrities, man, come to the shoot.
Noble, just well born.
Yeah, exactly, man. The Lord, he calls the lowly.
Hello, how you doing?
The Lord, he's not dealing with these high, high status people.
So-called high status in the world. Because that's a status that's the world giving you. The world's giving you the validation. Kevin Samuel, and he's the man. He got 1,800, how much? Over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Man. He got the 3 piece.
Yeah.
He on like the camera and shit.
Right. That's right.
The nice side cars. He's flexing on Instagram
Yep.
with like 100K followers and shit.
Yeah.
The Lord not dealing with that.
Nah.
And then you got a lot of Jake who be reverencing this dude like this dude's like a prophet of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
This dude can't even break down, Genesis correctly. Which Genesis is.
People looking for somebody to follow.
Yeah.
They can't follow us because we tell them the truth. They'll follow somebody worldly person because they will stay here in the world. It makes sense. And they doing it.
Yeah, and plus, this dude Kevin Samuels, man, he got, I can guarantee you, man, most of his, most of his teachings, like he got it from the prophets, man. He got it from the apostles of Great Millstone, the elders.
Yeah. These dudes watch our videos, right? These YouTubers, they watch our videos. Like, a lot of them, too. They just not, they ain't on the comment board saying shalom and stuff. They watch the videos, and they'll take obviously what they accept, and then remix it, bringing it right to their audience.
Right, when the Russell Skank Slut video happened, and the elders on 34th and 7th, that blew the elders up real big. And that incident happened. And the Benjamites, women came up against the elders, and they got cussed out, they got spit on too. I'm going to say shit. And the Yakalba Page blew our elders up from, well, before that, but that was one of the critical points. That video went viral. You know? And like the brother was saying, yeah, other people see it, and then the elders bring out scriptures. Right, so when they brought those scriptures out, they would take those scriptures and use it for their own doctrine, for their own methods. And they could do Google searches and all that too. But we know that those YouTubers watch those Hebrew Israelite videos, and they take parts of it and they go through it. They're not prophets, we're the prophets.
Yeah, the mighty, because
Oh,
yeah, that's what it's coming.
But
This is 1 Peter 3 and 3 and down to 4. It says, whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold or of putting on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart in that which is not corruptible, even the adornment of the meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of Yahweh.
brother. You gonna read that again?
This is 1 Peter 3 and 3. Whose adorning, let it not be that of outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold or of putting on of apparel.
Yeah, exactly, man. So, you know, you got fans of IUIC, you know, they be, you know, these flashy, you know, external Israelites, man. You know, they basically, man, they be focusing like on the outward appearance, you know, how they look on the outward instead of, you know, the inward, you know, about the doctrine, you know, the truth. You know, you guys are focused on the wrong things, man. Like, yeah, so keep reading.
This is verse 4. But let it be the hidden man of the heart in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of the meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of the Most High of great price.
Exactly, man. So, you know, the Most High is looking for that humble spirit, you know, like that spirit that's not focused on the outward appearance, you know, but the inward part, you know, spirit. Yeah.
That's how King David was selected. He had I think 6 brothers. And, you know, they looked at the brothers first, and then they asked him if he had any more children. He was tending to the sheep, so they said go get him. And they thought he wasn't going to pick him because he was small and I guess he was handsome. Yeah.
Yeah, and then plus, you know, like the brother said, like Paul, you know what I'm saying, his outward appearance wasn't like the others. You know, they say he kind of had like a weak body compared to, you know, other men. But what, you know, before he sent him up, you know, as like the highest possible. Yeah, so we're going to get that.
This is Luke chapter 16, verse 15. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but the Most High knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of the Most High.
Yeah, man. So like a lot of these celebrities, you know, they're highly esteemed. You know, Jake look up to them like they're, you know, some gods. Hey, man, you know, the Most High, man, them Jakes, man, them celebrities, man, they're all abominations, man, to the Lord. Like, so you know that means, you know, this new Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta take care of your health too. I stopped doing drinking energy drinks too. They smart ass. You know what I'm saying? If I had Red Bull is killing me shit. So I mean, I'm done with energy drinks. I'm going to kind of alternative way to stay up. I gotta perform. So I'm working, so I gotta find out. I hate to get some coffee, so you gotta take care of your health.
Hey, yeah, man, like a lot of these products, man, you know, what Esau does, he takes the natural herbs of the earth, you know, and then he basically like mixes them with other chemicals, you know what I'm saying, that'll get you hooked. And then, you know, basically, man, he's planting the natural herbs of the earth, you know, and they're selling it for more profit, you know. So it's really, man, if you want to get these, you know, like the caffeine, like benefit, hey, just look up, you know, herbs that boost your health, you know, natural herbs. You know, you shouldn't be really drinking, you know, these energy drinks, coffee.
Yeah, that shit fuck you up. I mean, I tell you, you know, me, somebody's real active, you know, in that type of lifestyle, you know, within, you know, being healthy and stuff in that realm, which all you is like should, you know, practice, you know, good eating, you know, good sleep, you know, and good nutrition and stuff, right? When I was younger and stuff, you know, as a skateboarder and that whole scene and stuff, you got that Red Bull energy drink, right? You know about the Red Bull, right? Red Bull gives you wings. So they would give them to skateboarders. Anytime at a like if you see a Red Bull Mini Cooper in the streets and you got a skateboard, you stop them and giving you free Red Bull. You know what I mean? Now, me at an event, they had unlimited Red Bulls, Monster, that's another energy drink, right?
Rockstar.
Oh, it has that Rockstar, it has B vitamins, you know, and it has some caffeine benefit, energy boosts and stuff. No, and it, you know, keep giving you energy so you can keep going.
Yeah, hey man, that's just loaded with sugar. I think high fructose
sugar,
syrup.
that bad sugar, like artificial sugars and such.
It's like a whole bunch of like stimulants.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
stimulants and such. Which, like I said, this is uppers. You know, instead of a depressant, it's an upper.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
then,
stimulant, right? And what I drunk 12 of them, like a fuel, 12 Red Bull. And my fucking ab was like pumping like this, like crazy, like, and I was like, it was just on its own doing its own thing. I'm like, what? Never again. Next, another thing, energy drink, right? You know them 5-hour energy drinks. Took 5 of them, not 5, 2 of them, right? Dude, I came to work, you know, you younger, you go out, you know, like I used to go to little concerts in the city and stuff, shoot for tire. So what happened was, I would go to work, but I was real tired and I have to drive. So then I'm taking, of course, I'm talking to this other worker. He tells me, oh man, just get a 5-hour, buddy. You'll be good. So I take 2 of them. My ass was up for 2 days. And then, like I said, on the crash, my ass went out skateboard and fall in front of some kid that was watching me that was like, oh, he's doing good. I fell, tried to show off. Fell, got mad, went home. When I made home, I went on my laptop to try to, like, you know, type and stuff. I'm like, why my wrist feel like this? Don't know. What happened? I fucking probably broke, I believe I probably broke my wrist and didn't even fucking know it. Because all of that adrenaline and all of them stimulants from the energy drink. Do not drink that shit. Like I said, it will hurt you, you know?
Yeah,
you got,
man, Like,
what?
yeah, man, if I'm not mistaken, like, you know, that shit can fuck with your nervous system.
Yeah,
and shit, you know?
with your brain and shit.
Yeah, like the way you think. It'll just, and then if you drink that shit long term, man, you know, that shit will give you like long-term effects.
Yeah,
you know?
Sugar dependence and stuff, you know what I mean? Usually sugar headaches and stuff, you know, from not having it and stuff. But it's a drug and stuff, like the apostles is going into. Just because a lot of people ain't getting drugs, literally doing drugs, well, they put the drugs in the food, you know? So you, thinking you all clean, oh, you sipping on this Bang energy drink, Bang. That's the new thing, that's another one they use.
Yeah, man, you got another, I think, Liquid Death.
Oh, it's literally called that? Liquid Death?
That's energy.
Damn, like liquid crack.
Yeah,
like,
it's called Liquid Death.
Right.
I was like,
so why would I drink energy drinks? When I could get energy from food, right? Like getting good carbohydrates, you know what I mean? I'm eating sweet potatoes. Get you some maca root powder, ashwagandha for the memory. You know, different herbs such as you get the cacao powder. You know, all these different things and stuff. You know, coconut water. Then they got minerals and vitamins. You got something?
No, never mind. It's mountain water.
Mountain water?
Yeah, Liquid Death. It's mountain.
That's called Liquid Death, literally?
Yeah, mountain.
That's crazy, yeah.
I thought it was an energy drink plus mountain water, but hey, that's the point still. Like,
Yeah.
energy drinks, man, like you shouldn't be drinking that shit.
Yeah, stay away from that shit. Get natural sources and in moderation. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, just because something is healthy, hey, if you abuse it enough, hey, it can have a bad effect on you. All right, I'm going to get this smoothie. This smoothie, 64 ounces. I'm going to drink it all in one hit. Because Jake used to eat drinking whole 2 liters.
Yeah.
What's that, bag? Oh, your bag. Hold on.
Yeah, hey man, and plus like, you know, you got Jake on the McDonald's, you know, getting like a tropical smoothie, saying that's just a healthy option. Hey, nah man, you know, Esau, you put like, well, I think that little, the smallest cup, like 60 grams of sugar.
Yeah, 60 grams of sugar per hit. And you know, Jake don't just get one. When Jake get McDonald's, he might get 2 of them things.
Oh, you can look up mine there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother did a video about them putting paint thinner in cereal, a chemical called trisodium phosphate.
Oh yeah,
It's in cereal, so it's the scripture say we should eat our bread defiled amongst the Gentiles, so we got to be cautious about what we consume.
Yeah, you gotta, any cereals that's like real colorful, they ain't supposed to be eating them. If you want to eat cereal, eat cereals with like nuts and grains in there,
Flax
like that's
seeds.
corn, flax seeds. Don't, if it's colorful like tricks,
Like
don't consume that shit.
Yeah. We got like Lucky Charms and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
Lucky
hey,
Charms, they get cereal like
tricks,
that. That's not real
Cookie
cereal.
tricks are for kids.
Cookie crisp.
Yeah, you got Reese's Puffs cereals. Like,
Yes, you know what I mean? You got all type of things. And then, like I say, then look, remember, they done made it marketable. So now the health kick, most people are trying to get health conscious, right? Protein powders. Then people start getting into that. They got all these different artificial flavored protein powders. Literally like Lucky Charms and a protein powder. They got that. They got all of them, Cookie Crunch, all of that in a protein powder form.
yeah, they got like Oreo cereal now.
Yeah, all that.
Oreo O's.
Yeah, Oreo O's. And like I said, they telling you, oh well, 0 sugar. Well, where are they getting this sugar and sweetening it from? An artificial source.
Yeah, they got these sweeteners in there.
Yeah.
Like what's it called?
Sucrose.
Stevia.
Yeah, you got that more natural. Stevia, but sugar is sugar. It's gonna convert to like fructose and such. It's just gonna end up turning to fat. You know what I mean? Oh, you could burn it off. Remember that? Go to the gym. Oh, you could burn it off. No, just don't eat the bullshit. And you know what I mean? Like moderate. You know?
Yeah. And plus, you know, I remember I was watching the Apostle Bahar last night. He's talking about these sodas and shit.
Yup.
Hey man, you shouldn't be drinking like Fanta, Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
That shit got like, you know, I think 1 can got like 60 grams of sugar.
Yeah, that's
Sperm killer. They got a thing called fructose corn.
Yeah, right.
Now that's rotten. That's rotten vegetables.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You know, that, and plus that's highly processed, you know, high fructose corn syrup. And I was watching the video Pastor Bahar made. Basically saying, you know, white sugar is as bad as a high fructose corn syrup. And Pastor Bahar said, hey man, I believe that the corn syrup is worse, but that's just more processed. You know?
Yeah, which they like what they do. They basically go like they refine out. You know what I mean? Different things, you know, but refine the hell out of it. Something can actually be good, but then they'll refine it. Like say like with the cereal, they'll say, all right, this is good. We fortified it with vitamins and minerals.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's junk.
Yeah, and plus these vitamins and minerals, like that shit's just artificial.
Right.
Vitamins and minerals. It's not like, you know, they don't put like.
Yeah, they in the lab, like yeah.
Yeah.
Do it in the lab. Going in.
Yeah, it's like Esau, what, like he'll just extract like the vitamin A from the apple.
Yep.
And then, you know, he's put in the cereal. Oh, you know, there's your vitamin A right
Yeah.
there. And yeah, man, like you got like natural sweeteners like honey.
Yeah.
You got like bananas you
Yep.
can put into your
Yeah,
food.
different fruits.
Yeah, so like, you know, you don't gotta use white sugar bullshit. You know,
Yeah.
that's just like crack, man.
Yep. So we got a precept. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 in verse 14. Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution, which is your state in your body, than a rich man that is afflicted in his body.
Yeah, man. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's better to have a strong body. You know what I'm saying? You might not have much, you know, money like that, but, you know, you got like a sufficient lifestyle. But hey, that's better having a fit body, you know, having like, you know, a balanced body about yourself, man. That's better than, you know, having a whole billions of dollars, man. But you know, you fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Like
you
that boy
can't
Stephen
even.
Hawkins.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
the
Stephen
damn chair
Hawkins.
and
You know,
shit,
that
like,
dude was
True.
a billionaire. He might have been a billionaire. I don't know. But you know, what's the point of having all these riches, man, if you can't do shit with it? Your body fucked up.
It says health and good estate of body are above all gold.
Yeah, keep going.
In a strong body above infinite wealth.
Yeah, man. So a strong body, man, is above infinite health. Because again, you know, if your body's like fucked up, man, you know, and you have all this money, what are you gonna do with that at the end of the day? You know, you can't even get up, you know, drive your Lambo because you know you got, you know, leg problems and shit. You know what I'm saying?
MCL and shit. Can't even get in the damn land.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you got like heart problems, like you know, you're trying to like do some rich activity.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah,
you
you
can't.
can't go out doing damn what is it's all that jet skiing and all that.
Yeah.
You know
You're
what
trying
I
to
mean?
go jet skiing, but you know, you like driving that thing. You know,
Right.
you're like out of breath and shit.
Yep, yeah.
Not even
No
enjoying it.
cardio and shit.
You know?
Yeah,
'Cause
real-
Yeah, and having an unhealthy body, it really just gonna benefit Sleazy E, because he got all these bullshit clinics out here to give these pharmaceuticals, and that's why he pump all this poison in the foods, because he wants you sick.
Yep. It says,
Verse 16 will make you healthy too.
Yup.
Yeah.
verse 16, there is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart.
Like, you can read that.
Yep, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 30 and verse 16. There is no riches above a sound body.
Yeah, man. So it's no riches, man, above a sound body. So you know, like going to the point, man. You know, riches, having all these riches, man. You know what I'm saying? What's the point if your tabernacle, you know, your dwelling is defiled? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even enjoy your riches.
I was gonna say, it says death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness.
Yeah, like that's why you know these cancer patients, you know, who are in these hospitals, you know, they just want to go in there, 'cause, you know, yeah, and it's almost like having like problems, you know, like heart problems, like hey, it's almost like man, you just want to give up.
Yup.
And I'm gonna skip down to just verse 25. A cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet.
Yeah, so yeah, like your brother said, you know, those who take care of their body, you know, you see like the glow about them. You know, they look more disciplined about themselves. Yeah, whole.
That's what it. When you healthy, you know, you whole. You know what I mean? They ain't just, you know, they lack of that presence of that disease. You know, but you know when you got that disease and stuff, obviously, you know, as you know, man's face, you know, changes, you know, so good or bad, it's gonna show. You know, when your presence, your countenance and stuff, if you ill, you know, like no ass fucking done broken, like we keep going into this broken leg shit, you know, MCLs and shit. Hey, you gonna be walking around with pain and shit. You know what I mean? You broke your ankle with pain and all of that. You know, or say like if you have like high, like I think the apostle was talking about that hypertension.
Yeah, hypertension.
Yeah, he was talking about that hypertension, and I was he was talking about it basically how motherfuckers be snapping out, like real snappy. And the dude that at my job, he took the Chirac, you know, of the experimental, and he taking energy drinks. So he always getting mad. He banging them drinks, them energies, bang, and he keep banging them, and he just anything you say to him, man, fuck him, you know.
Hey, yeah, man. And then you got like a lot of road rage. Like, a lot of that, cause like
he had
you know.
all of that.
Yeah.
He ain't even in the wheel driving, he got road rage.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know you got
He
a lot of
wanna
these.
drive.
Yeah, exactly, man. 'Cause, like you got a lot of these niggas who you know they be drinking Sprite.
Yeah.
They driving, you know, they
Sprite
get like
with the lean,
the
too,
maddest
man.
shit. You know, that road rage.
Motherfuckers, like I said, they under the influence of all these different drugs. Like Jake, like I said, sipping on some scissor and all of that. Motherfuckers, like that's heroin, man. This liquid, that's the liquid heroin, man. When you sipping on this shit with the codeine and laid out, like, you dude can't even move and shit, like, dude, like, you destroyed. You know, and that's how Eve want Jake to be. That's what they glorify in the rap culture, to be what? On drugs, all right? That's the fly thing to do.
And plus, like, you know, Esau, I mean, you know, Esau, like, whole like allowed Jake to, like, rap about these things, you know, but hey, that's like pushing that. These things that Jake is rapping about, you know, that's just like criminal, man.
Yeah.
Like killing one another.
Yeah.
And then on top, and then on top of the bad diet and the chemicals in the food, you know, they got a legion of demons on them.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
So that's what's really motivating them to do evil.
Yeah.
The energy drinks and the chemicals is just giving them a fuel.
Yeah, that's it, man. And then, like I said, why this motherfucker so hyped? Like when I come around and he ready, he game to go and stuff, because that shit done open up a fucking portal, you know, because it's a drug. And drugs open up portals to cast spell on you, you know, for different demons, which that's gonna now act out in the physical. You know what I mean? So people don't understand that and shit, man. Why motherfuckers is at Chick-fil-A? Why Chick-fil-A got a line with cones? Anybody ever thought of that? McDonald's never had that. But this premium upper class fast food such as Chick-fil-A, these motherfuckers got phones and tablets just to take the order, and people religiously go there every day.
Yeah, man. Hey, man.
That's heavy.
Hey, man.
That's something to really meditate on. It's like,
yeah, hey, man. Like every time you go to that shit, it's like packed.
Yeah. Get that defiled, that defiled bread precept since the brother brought out. Yeah, Ezekiel, was it 4?
Yeah, I think 4.
Brothers get it?
Yeah. But is there any more on that?
Oh, there's some more. If I go up a bit, it basically, like, you know, it's giving counsel on health, depression, things of that nature. It says here, this is the book of Sirach 30 and verse 22. Or actually, I start at verse 21. It says, "Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel. The gladness of the heart is the life of man, and the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his life," or his days. Yeah, which, like I said, if you are in a good spirit and you're not depressed, that, well, of course, is going to help you be what? More lively, more abundant. Because people that are depressed, it shorten their lifespan. You know, they get stressed out. And that stress, you know, can turn into a fucking heart attack or anything. You know what I mean? It says, "Love thine own soul and comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow hath killed many." What grief, right?
Yeah, yeah, man. So, you know, them depression thoughts, like, hey, you know, that's staying at the end of the day. You know, of course, sometimes, you know, you might have a down days, but hey, you gotta get back up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like the Lord didn't give you the shoes so you can just be down and out all day. You know, hey, man, we got salvation ahead of us. You know, we got the kingdom, man.
Comfortable.
You know, you shouldn't be, you know, a brother who's, you know, just down and out all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, woe is me in the spirit. Oh, man, you know, the Lord, man, he Yahushua, man, and the Lord, man, they bless you with the shoe. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, they with us and stuff. You know, and they heal it. You know, Yahushua heal it. You know, at my reply, you know, of help, the Lord bring that. You know, through Yahushua being that. Oh yeah, I'm on that. You want something on that? I'm on. Do you have a concept? I have.
You want the Ezekiel 4?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
He got it.
Oh, you got it? Oh, okay.
You got it? Ezekiel 4, verse 13. "And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread amongst the Gentiles."
Oh, yeah, read it a little bit above side.
All right, I'm going to start at 11.
Yeah.
Ezekiel 4, verse 11. "Thou shalt drink also water by measure, the sixth part of an hin, from time to time shalt thou drink." Verse 12. "And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of man in their sight."
With dung.
It's nasty.
With shite, you know, to yacht or shit. You know what I mean? Which, like I said, this, you know, something in future tense in our food. Literally shit. Like, you know what I mean? Fecal matter, all of that is within our food and stuff like that. Remember, Eve make it where you can have rat a certain amount of rat feces within your canned goods and stuff. All type of sorts of things. He got misleading labeling, you know. But remember, if he's the Food and Drug Organization, or so what's that, Association FDA, he regulates that. But if he's Satan, which is the enemy and adversary, do you think that your enemy and adversary is going to look out for your well-being? No. Nah.
Like, they got a thing called pork lard that's in flour. It's in wheat flour.
Oh, pork lard?
Yeah,
Right.
it's in flour.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and
Like
shortening. Yeah, different like shortenings and stuff. Like say
Gelatin.
like you would baked goods and stuff.
Yeah.
There'd be pork derived and stuff. Like so you brothers gotta watch out when they eating all these different baked goods and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Stay away
exactly.
from
Like,
Dunkin' Donuts.
yeah, you got like that one brand of cornbread. What's it called?
What that,
Jiffy.
Yeah, like Jiffy, man. That shit got gelatin in it. You know, so, hey, yeah.
Jiffy, man. Yeah, Jiffy. You know, they grew up on it. Yeah. You know, what's that? The white girl on the blue box? What's it? Blue and
Yeah, it's like
Blue
a
and white
box.
box,
yeah.
But like
White
the bread is simple.
Yeah.
He grew up on it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
hey, man, that shit got
definitely
gelatin in it.
shit,
So, you know, hey, man, like you got to make sure, like brothers got to be aware, man, of like the ingredients are in this. These foods like, you know, gelatin and, you know, all these other pork ingredients.
That's one of the ways that sleazy eat make us defile ourselves by putting pork in everything and hiding it.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, man, you know, you'll be getting like a hand soap, you know, that shit got pork in it. You know, he be putting it in the brushes, you know, all that, man. Like soaps, like a shower soap.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, some of the brushes be pork hair,
Yeah,
pig hair.
uh-huh.
Mine is like, when I bought my brush, I was mindful of that too.
Yeah.
And I made sure it was like organic or some shit.
Exactly. Hey, man, like the reason why Esau be doing that, he be doing that shit to make Jake go up. So, you know, like, he'll be doing this, and then he'll be like, oh, you know, look, boys, you know, these, look at your people, man. You know, they're using pork, you know, they're eating pork. You know, he'll be like playing like that.
Remember, Cain said, "If I'm not thy brother's keeper." So, hey, we know that same spirit is in for ye. So, hey, he's not looking to preserve or guard us. He's actually looking to destroy us and accuse us. You know what I mean? To our power.
Yeah.
You know?
So yeah, you can go ahead, brother.
Yep.
Keep reading.
Verse 13, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread amongst the Gentiles, whether I will drive them.
Right? Go into that word for defile too. Right.
Yeah, man. So you know, the Lord set up where, hey, even in this captivity, you know, we're in our captivity. You know, we eating this defiled bread and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man. 99, even Apostle Hard, he said that everybody got cancer. You know, they got cancer cells within them, but you know, you got to be mindful and you know, fight against that. You know, by eating healthier. You know what I'm saying? By you know, building up a stronger immune system.
Yeah, Khan, Esau make it as like a lot of the things that we use, like the brother was saying, that do cause cancer. It's like it's real convenient for you, so it's hard for even brothers that are weary of, like, you know, like certain things might be harmful, but it's so convenient. You know, Esau make it hard. Like certain brothers, you like use microwaves or whatever. Like me personally, I use the oven to heat up my food, but it might be hard for a brother to stop using the microwave because it's so convenient.
Right? It's quick.
We might buy a product that's microwavable, and that's how you're supposed to cook. Like, damn, shit, microwave.
Right.
Yeah, amen. Like that shit's terrible for you, man. You know, you got like these cup noodles. You know, first of all, you know, you got like this styrofoam cup, which is toxic already, man. And then, you know, what are you gonna do next? You know, you got this foam styrofoam cup, and then you know, you put that shit in the microwave. You know, and then it makes it even more toxic. So you know, you need
Certain
toxic
percentage of that, you're
noodles.
going to consume certain percentage of that.
Yeah.
And then even when you put it in the microwave, that's radiation, so you just like all the way through.
I mean, because it's hot water anyway. Heat it up. It's going to part of that, whatever the container is going to drink it part of the container.
Yeah, I remember a brother had did a lesson how they put all the plastic got chemicals in it, all types of chemicals in it. Any plastic you can get got chemicals in it.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So you know, these water bottles, like even these alkaline waters, you know, hey, if we got plastic in it, man, that shit is terrible, man, already. You know, because like that water's just sitting there in that plastic bottle, you know, just collecting plastic, you know, getting toxic. know what I'm saying? So,
Well, at the end of the day, we just got to pray. We got to pray that the Lord keep us. You know, because no matter which road we turn down, there's something that we're going to eat that's defiling our temple that we don't know about. You know what I mean?
All meat and vegetables, all contaminated.
They got a thing called carbon monoxide that they put in the meat to make it.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I believe a brother sent that in the group chat. Yeah, like I believe like Esau he'd be doing that because it said in the video because like red is like the marketable color, the most marketable color. You know, so Esau he'd be making that shit red, and of course you know he'd be putting that shit up in the food to fuck you up.
Color
You know what I'm
magic.
saying?
Yeah, that red, that the color magic.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause, like when you see different colors and stuff, there's obviously a vibration behind it, a frequency behind it. So you see something red, like, you see like, oh man, yeah,
Yeah.
You know, like rich witchcraft.
yeah.
Hey, and plus like beef, like the video said, man, you know, beef is supposed to be like brown, like you know, like the kind of dark brown, light brown color. You know, it's not supposed to be red and shit.
You put that, put some food dye, something I forget, try to make it look fresher, even though that stuff been expired. You know, you gotta watch out when if you do consume meat. You know,
Yeah.
what you buying and stuff, man. Then you're not feeding the different, like, you know, animals their natural diet. You know, you just, of course, fatten them up, different grains. You know, you might say, I'm eating grass-fed. Well, was it grass-finished? No, this dude fattening it up.
You use manure.
Yeah.
If you were from the suburbs or country or whatever, you drive through a certain time of year, you start smelling shit everywhere.
Yep.
That's because they put shit in the help the plants grow. Things like
Fertilizer.
got the chemical that's in it to help it grow, but it helps it makes it go faster.
Oh, antibiotics.
No,
No,
it's
not
not
antibiotics.
in the manure.
Oh,
That could help the plants grow.
They got artificial shit.
No, I mean it's something that's natural, but it's still shit.
Put in there, like, yeah.
Something that's in the
You know, shit, the fucking grow shit, you know what I mean? That we eat. You know, and that's thing.
I wouldn't put shit in my garden. I wouldn't do that. If I'm planting like sweet potatoes,
Yeah.
and, white potatoes, and squash, eggplant. I wouldn't put. The first thing that comes to my mind wouldn't be to put shit in my garden to help it grow.
Yeah, I believe Gad like used to use fish, like they used to put fish in the soil, and then you know make help the plant grow. So you gotta be
And people think just because it comes from an animal, it's more clean than a human.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. It says, know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are.
Yeah, man. So if you out here, you know, defiling your body, you know, going to Red Lobster, you know, going all these, you know what I'm saying, you know, all these abomination joints, man. Hey, the Lord hey man, at the end of the day, man, he's gonna destroy you. You know, you got like niggas, you know, eating shrimp, lobster, crab, which really, man, that shit's like bottom feeder, you know, parasites.
Roaches.
Yeah, man. Sea spiders, you know, crabs. You know what I'm saying? You got octopus, you know, and Jake be looking at that shit like it's a delicacy. Which lobster, you know, that shit was prison. Yeah. Crawfish. You know, and then Jake, hey man, lobster, man, that shit was prison. You know, we saw you should feed the slaves lobsters and shit. You know, and then you go to these you know, like Red Lobster, man, you know, that shit expensive, you know, lobster. Which really, you know, that's just like probably like a damn billion lobsters at the bottom of the ocean, you know, shrimp, whole bunch of shrimp for, you know, this
100% profit.
yeah, but like the whole platter costs like $20-$25, man. That's just like a 1,000% profit for you. So.
There's stuff you're not supposed to eat. Like you said, when you know, the brother had that word, defiled,
Yeah.
tamah, right? You can just read the definition in it too.
Unclean, impure, ethically and religiously, ritually places.
Yeah, you know,
Leviticus 11.
yeah, dietary law. Yeah, and these things, like I say, he's putting things to foul, which should be ethically, religiously, not ceremonially, clean in our bodies. You know, but we are subject to that because we're subject to the vanity. The Lord put us here, but he, of course, in that position to be ruling over us. So,
Yeah, and plus, like what the brothers just read, you know, defiling your body. You know, you got a lot of Jake, you know, smoking weed and shit. You know, doing all, you know, even like taking certain pills, man. That shit bad for you. Hey, man, me personally, man, I be staying away from the pills, unless it's like some natural herbs pill, maybe. But you know, these, these what's it called? These pharmaceutical like pills, like these prescription drugs. Nah, man, like you gotta stay away from that shit.
But like I said, they're addictive. And he know what they do because he made them. So, like for example, even me as a youngin, Diamond Tap, I sip a little bit of that. I'm like sleepy, right? Well, I didn't know Jake. Like I would go to Rite Aid and like say this is back right before the truth. When I would get sick, I would go and get like these cough medicines or cough syrups and stuff like that. Well, I didn't know Jake that can't get access to a script, doctor script, they would take these different cough syrups and stuff. Dayquil and all that to get obviously a high off. You know what I mean?
That's what you need the ID.
Right. That's the ID. I'm like, what? You need an ID just to get this, to get better. You know what I mean? But that's
man.
how it is.
And hey, man, plus like you shouldn't be really taking aspirin like that. Well, white willow bark. That's they call that the natural aspirin. Now, what it was, I think, basically they took this white willow bark, and then they, modified it, and, put his chemicals in it. He did his science and experiments with it. Then he put a patent on it. He created aspirin. Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, yes, any more now, brother? Yeah. Or I think the brother said Leviticus. Yeah.
You got Leviticus?
Yeah.
Oh.
Leviticus chapter 11 verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Whosoever cutteth the hoof, and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof. As the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you.
Yeah. Hey, man, like you got certain, like let's say you go to Egypt, you got like certain restaurants, they got like camel, like they got camel as a special and shit. Hey, man, that shit an abomination. You're not supposed to be eating that shit.
They sell that shit on them stands on the corner around here. That shit don't be lamb and chicken. That shit be camel.
But yeah, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, because I mean, like, say for example, too, like the brother saying with certain parts, I try to mimic the recipe, and it don't seem like lamb. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I actually try, I'm like, yo, like, what is it? Like to get it, to taste. Like, I use the same spices and everything, and I still can't nail it. So, hey, right.
Hey, a lot of these restaurants, they be cheaping out.
Yeah.
They be getting these cheap, these cheap ingredients. So, you might try to make the recipe with their organic, healthier
organic
ingredients,
lamb.
and you might not get the same benefit because, the same result.
Yeah.
Because, like these restaurants, they cheap out, usually cheap MSG, spices and shit. Yeah, like that's why it be tasting so good.
Yep. You like addicted. Oh man, I get another one.
Yeah.
Gotta get another platter. No me. Saturday, you like that, and they can't stop. Then it's every fucking day. Then you got diabetes, high blood pressure, you know what I mean? You're fat, obese, all type of that, But hey, it's what's in the food and stuff. Remember, he's a damn chemist, you know what I mean? Like, even going back with that aspirin was actually created by this famous, he's a German Artesian chemist. You know what I mean? It says Felix Hoffmann was a German chemist notable for resynthesizing dimorphin, which was popularized under the Bayer, if you know that big chemical company in Bayer.
Tucker spray, right?
Huh?
Tucker spray.
Yeah. Yup, that used Agent Orange, right? Yeah, in Vietnam. It says Bayer trade name of heroin. He also credited with synthesizing aspirin. Yeah, and that's teaming. You know, your wisest of evil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then yeah, scripture says Esau will be wiser than Daniel.
Yep.
You know, so Esau, if you're going real deep into studying, you know, how what affects certain people, you know, basically what certain things will do to you to receive a certain outcome.
Yeah. It's crazy,
So,
man.
yeah, brother, you can keep on reading on.
Verse 5. And the cunning, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hook, he is unclean unto you. And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, is unclean unto you. And the swine, though he divide the hoof,
Yeah, comment. You know, you got like certain people, like, you know, you got a lot of Edomites who, you know, they be hunting rabbits and shit. You know, and they been making like rabbit stew. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, bro? Keep going, brother.
and the swine, though he divideth the hoof, divide the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
Yeah, hey, and that's one of the biggest abominations our people eat is that swine, you know, that pork. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jake just can't get enough. Like, with the bacon, and, you know, which, me, man, you know, before I came into the shoot, I used to be, you know, eating that shit, like, man, like, really, man, for me, man, like, bacon, man, that shit was just nasty. But, like, you know, like, you would just eat it because, you know, it's like a delicacy, you know what I'm saying?
And I grew up in my household. My mom, she said, if I like basically wanted like beef bacon or something like that, or turkey bacon, nigga, you being choicey. Choicey? Yeah, cause I'm gonna choose the right way. You know what I mean? Like, and like most of what's popular is abominable foods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, apparently, man, like, you know, Jake and his raps, you know, he be putting in, like, you know, steak and shrimp, like, oh yeah, you know, I be eating steak and shrimp, you know what I'm saying?
I'm living
Like
life.
it's some,
Yep.
like it's like, you know, the best thing you can get, like
Yeah,
shrimp.
that's the top level is abomination.
Yeah.
Top level.
Like, apparently, if you go into like these restaurants and, you know, you ordering shrimp, like,
Yeah, you the
apparently,
man.
like,
You the
balling
fucking
this
man,
shit.
dude. It's fucking destroying you and shit. You know, like, you know, in Scotland, you got this, they call it black pudding, which is basically, what is it? The black pudding is like blood and spices. You got haggis, that's like intestines and stuff, you know, I believe. You know, a lot of the things that Jake eat and love is abominable, man. You know, so, you know, we gotta get out of that, you know?
Yeah, the Lord created us a noble vine. He wanted us to eat the best of things. You know what I mean? He gave the other nations gator bellies so they could basically eat whatever they want to eat and don't get high blood pressure, diabetes. But as soon as we eat those same things that we're not supposed to eat, we get sick.
Especially, hey man, like, you be seeing like these videos of these Moabites like eating like all this bullshit like octopus, you know, like they look like they healthy and shit, like they, you know what I'm saying? But that's because the Lord didn't give them no law, you know what I'm saying? The Lord gave us the law. So if we go off and we eat these other things, man, it's gonna give us you know, diseases, you know, problems and shit, health problems. But yeah, go ahead, brother.
Last precept.
Verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Yeah, the carcass, so they're dead, you know, dead body, the dead animal's body. You're not supposed to be touching that shit.
And you're supposed to slaughter the animal properly, because once you kill something and it gets scared, it affects their bloodstream.
Yeah.
And then you eat it, and then you got high blood pressure and all that.
Right, brother. So, and plus, you know, you got like, even with cattle, you know, I'm sure if cattle die of disease, Esau's not gonna waste his money.
No, he don't care.
He's gonna
Pass it off.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
grade A,
yeah.
grade A. It's sick.
Yeah.
You got chickens and stuck in the cage and stuff, right? Load up out of nowhere, got access on them, and they push you through.
Yeah, exactly. I bet you a whole bunch of chickens be dying up in that hen house. Right. But Esau, being greedy and shit, he'll just take that dead chicken. That's just probably there for a week.
Right.
Put it on. Yeah, put it.
They won't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I put that shit as grade A, organic.
Grade A, organic, man. Fresh off the farm.
No antibiotics.
Yeah, no antibiotics, but it doesn't die of it. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like crazy too, because the heathen, they like we can sell say David that died of himself as Jakes or the heathen, but obviously not of himself. They're going to look at using the damn law to get to us against us.
Yeah, I think that's good.
That's it. Fine.
This is one last one right here. Dying of itself.
Leviticus chapter 22, verse 8. That which dieth of itself, or is torn with beasts, he shall not eat to defile himself therewith.
Yeah, exactly, man. So you got a lot of these Edomite hunters. Like you got a lot of these hunters, man. They be getting out, the dog to hunt these deer. Yeah, like what I'm saying. Like you got like Esau, you got his pit bulls. You got the Dobermans. He be sending them dogs, after these deers and shit. They be hunting them, and then Esau be eating that, or like Jake, which really, man, it's supposed to be killed by you, not by these animals. I mean, not by like your pet dog. You have to kill it, and it has to be killed properly.
Got it? Yeah, that's it. All right, close up. That's it. Close it
Oh,
up.
yeah, so we want to give all praise and glory. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ba'akadash, Demons, the Apostles, Delegate Millstone, Population, 30. Shalom.